right, let this sit here for a second. Make sure we have a decent signal. Pull up a scripture or two. All right, Khan. All right, looks decent enough. Shalom, it's your brother Ariel from GMS Tampa Bay 12, also GMS 13 Rulership 3, and GMS 13 Rulership 4. Back at you again with another live lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And of course, I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, which the world ignorantly calls God. That's the true name, which we call on in the name, Bahashem, of Yahweh Shai. All right, which is the name of the only begotten Son in the ancient Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash. So it's Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which you call on for salvation, in which we teach and worship. Also want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, Great Millstone, who've been ruling and teaching well. And salutations to Yakim out there in the four corners of the globe, pushing the word out in truth and sincerity. And of course to you brothers and your sisters that just may be listening and learning. May Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai protect you as well. And again, it's your brother Ariel from the Tampa Bay camp. And I can see by the title of the lesson, the earth shall belong to the righteous. You know, the meek of the earth, the righteous, which are the Israelites. Okay, because right now, the earth, the planet Earth, is ruled over in an absolute, complete wickedness. And that's pursuant to the book of Job. You know, as we, you know, that's one of the go-to scriptures. That's one of the main milk scriptures that you learn when you first come into the truth. I'll read it instead of quoting it. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, which says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked." Okay, so right then and there, we understand that makes sense, because we're you know, we look around and it's nothing but wickedness, you know, no matter which direction you turn it. Okay, so clearly whoever's in charge of this earth doesn't give a shit. All right, it's a wicked asshole, it's a devil, a demon. All right, evil and wickedness runs this earth. All right, there's no questioning, there's no debate. Okay, no argument about it. If you think otherwise, then there's something sincerely wrong with you. You might need to take some medicine, get yourself checked out. If you don't think anything's wrong with the earth, you think the earth is being ruled over in righteousness. It's absolutely not. Okay, it's ruled over in wickedness, and the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Why was the earth given into their hands? Because the righteous did wickedly. The righteous, who are the Israelites, we didn't keep our end of the bargain. We were supposed to keep the law, statutes, commandments. We were supposed to follow the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, which we didn't do. All right, we did for a certain period of time. Then we went off and did it again. Then we went off. We followed them again, and we went off. Okay, and now Israel is completely off. All right, but the Lord is waking up a remnant right now. I'll say it. I'll read this again. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right. It's just a rhetorical question. It doesn't require an answer. Okay, if it's not the so-called white man, if it's not the Edomites, then who is it? Okay, you break it down. All right. If it's not them, then who is it? It's them. Okay, there's no argument about it. Obviously, it's painfully clear that it's them. And shalom to the brother awaken the truth. It's obviously them. All right, I know it hurts to say, but we got to say it. So we're going to continue to say it. We're going to continue to give that warning out, because it's painfully clear that the majority of people just want to, you want to glaze over that fact. Yeah, he's wicked. All right, he's ruling the earth in wickedness. He's demonic. He's satanic. Okay, and he runs this earth, and the earth was given into his hands. And again, he was given into his hands because of what? We couldn't keep our end of the deal. Let me just read a couple of verses here in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the famous chapter which gets most people, sealed into this truth. This is Deuteronomy chapter 8. Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'll start at the top here. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Right. So that would be the deal. Okay. And if we follow the Lord thy power, our power, and observe and do all of his commandments, then the Lord will set us above all the nations of the earth. But we didn't do that. We didn't keep his commandments and follow his word. We did the opposite. We followed after the other nations. Okay, so there's a judgment for that. And if you read on down to verse 13, it says, and the Lord shall Salakia. Which one is it? Maybe I'm tripping. Oh, verse 15 rather. Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And if you keep reading, you're going to go into all the curses that fell upon us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay? You read all the way down, all the way to the last verse, and it's clearly talking about us. Okay? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're under curses right now. Okay? We don't have the earth. Okay? We don't have the fatness of the earth. The fatness of the earth was given unto the Edomites. Okay? That was his blessing, which he would obtain by way of the sword, by the way of violence. All right? And conquest. And he did a fantastic job. That's the devil. That's the man. Okay? He has the earth right now under his control. And he's choosing, all right, and it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He's choosing to run this world under the vibration of Satan, all right, of wickedness. Okay, and we, us as the Israelites, we have to live under that vibration. All right, which is a very, very hard thing to do. Okay, but hey, that's something that we have to endure. As the scriptures say, he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. So we have to endure this pain, this punishment. This is a punishment. All right, you have to look at it that way. This is 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, verse 54. I'll read on down. It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. All right, all nations came out of Adam ultimately. If you want to really, be technical, everybody you see on this earth came from Adam. Okay, all the nations, from the Edomites to the Ishmaelites to the Israelites, and so forth and so on, all came from Adam. Then it says, and the people whom thou hast chosen, the Israelites. Okay, so all the nations of the earth, and which includes the Israelites, the chosen people. Okay, who are sanctified, they're separate. So that's why there's always a distinction between the other nations and then Israel. So that distinction was made right here in the Apocrypha. Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes. So Ezra being an Israelite, okay, the world was made for our sakes. Okay, we're Israelites. Ultimately, that's the truth. The world was made for us. The Lord's favorite people on the earth. The Lord was made for us to rule over. But as you can see, it's not so right now. Okay, it's a future prophecy which will ultimately be able to live out. But right now, we're not in that time. We're getting very close to it. But we're not in that time yet. Right now, the heathen are ruling over the earth, specifically the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Okay, but the world was ultimately made for the sake of Israel. I'll read on. It says, verse 56, 2nd Esdras 6 and 56, as for the other people, the heathen nations, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So the Lord's basically dissing them, saying that these other nations they don't really mean nothing to the Heavenly Father compared to the nation of Israel. They're like a drop of water in a bucket. Okay, they like on the spit. Okay, I mean, those are hard words, those are cold words, but it clearly says it here in the Bible. So we're here to remind our people of that. Okay, that the Lord is ultimately dealing with us, Israel, as a nation. But right now, he's turned his back on us, but there's a way back, and that's through the blood of Yahweh Shai. Okay, and we'll keep on reading. It says, verse 57, and now, O Yahweh, behold, these heathen, the other nations, which have ever been reputed as nothing, as it just said in the 56th verse, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us, right? So here, you can look at even unto this day, okay? They're lording over us, the Israelites. So we don't have a say in anything going on out here. They give us the illusion like we have a say, But ultimately, if you speak anything righteous, they're gonna ridicule you and basically drag your name through the mud, which is a blessing according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It's a blessing if that happens, but that's something we have to endure. Okay? They've begun to be lords over us and to devour us. Verse 58, but we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, talking about us, the Israelites, are given into their hands. We were given into the hands of the heathen. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Right, and we understand that as we read in the book of Deuteronomy, it's because we went off as a nation. So that's why we don't seem to possess anything worthwhile in this world, because we went off. And these heathen are going to lord over us. That's part of the curses. How long shall this endure? Well, not much longer, because now we're at the end of the story, which is a beautiful thing. We're about to see the end of this thing, brothers. It's only a matter of time, and it's going to happen within our lifetime. All we have to do is endure. Easier said than done, but you know what? You have to have faith. All right, knowing that you're going to make it. We got to have faith. Not you, us. We have to have faith. Shalom to Kal Akim on the comment board. I see you. Let me read some of the scriptures that you put. Because I want Yahweh, Shalom, bro. Baruch chapter 2, verse 34. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. That day is coming. Okay? The Lord's going to put us in our land. Okay, that he promised unto our fathers. That day is coming. It says, verse 35, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, to be their power, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. So that's not going to happen anymore. It's going to be an everlasting kingdom. So we know that we have to, in order to obtain that, there's something that we need to be doing down here. Okay? And brothers are indeed doing it. We just have to endure and continue to do it. Okay? And we'll get it. We'll get there. Baruch chapter 4, verse 5. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Right. Going into the word Zion, which means a memorial. Ye were sold to the nations. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath. Ye were delivered unto your enemies. Right. We moved the Most High to wrath. We basically forced his hand because we kept on being retarded. Okay, so what do you expect is going to happen? Your father tells you to do something, you just can blatantly disobey your father. He's gonna chastise you. What do you think is going to happen? The heavenly Father is God. Okay, so you see how God chastises us? He puts us in perpetual slavery for generations, thousands. What are you talking about, man? Die, gotta come back here. Die, come back. Die, come back. Bugged out. Okay, it wasn't supposed to be this, but it has to be this way in order for us to really understand wickedness. We have to understand wickedness to a T. Okay, it's got to be drilled into our spirit what wickedness is, and so it has been at this point. That's why the Lord is about to deliver us now, because now we have a true understanding of wickedness, and we have understanding of righteousness, and now we're fit to be judges. That's why we're able to judge. We make judgment calls here, and right now in the flesh we can make judgment calls. We're able to do that. It's pursuant to the book of 1 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter. He that is spiritual judgeth all things, but no man can judge us. We're able to dig judgment calls because we have the understanding now. Ultimately, the Lord's going to give us basically the power, the true power to judge the earth. All right, under Yahweh Shai, under King David in the 12th, and the 144,000. Okay, but right now we're using judgment calls through the Spirit, and the Lord is giving us the understanding, the discernment, all right, to understand what's good and what's bad by understanding these scriptures. So ultimately, what's going to end up happening, the Lord's going to give us the earth. It says, Baruch 4 and 6 again, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto his enemies. So that makes sense. All right, that's nothing to be it's nothing to be mad about. We get it. We know what we did. Okay. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We were sacrificing unto the gods of the other nations. All right, retarded shit, like fucking statues and dumb shit, thinking like we was doing the right thing. All right, but we was doing the wrong thing. And you see our people still doing that to this day. Okay, so we're not doing that anymore. We've repented and we've turned back to our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And now we're putting up a righteous sacrifice pursuant to the book of Romans, the 12th chapter and the 1st verse. We're putting our bodies up as a living sacrifice by what? Giving our time. All right. Basically being spiritual punching bags to the world. People regard us as nothing. When we could have been doing something in the world, people would have respected us, but we're doing this. People don't really respect us like that. But it's all good. We take that help because we understand it's ultimately going to be a blessing unto us. It says, verse 8, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Right. We were just, we completely went off. Skipping on down to the 29th verse, Baruch 4 and 29. For ye have brought these plagues upon you, shall bring everlasting joy with your salvation. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. So the same entity that brought us into this situation is going to ultimately bring us joy and salvation. It says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, but that's us. For he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. God, that day is coming, man. We understand comfort is coming. We're not gonna sit here and hold our tongue no more. We're gonna speak against this wicked kingdom, and we're gonna prophesy not only the destruction of this kingdom, but we're gonna also prophesy the coming of the kingdom of heaven. All right, Yashar Allah. All right, the true kingdom of what the world calls God. Okay, and righteous is coming. We're gonna see it. We're gonna live in it. We're gonna rule in it. And you have to believe that. I believe it. We have to continue to believe that and think about that and meditate on that on a daily basis, all day, every day, praying to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for that. See? Yeah, man. Yeah, Khan. Yeah, Isaiah 60. I'm gonna touch that there. Lord's will. Baruch 4 and 31. It says, miserable are they that have afflicted thee, all these other nations, Esau, Edom, and rejoiced at thy fall. They're gonna get it, man. All these other nations that talked against us, they're gonna get it royally. They're gonna effing get it. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, us so-called blessed Spanish Native Americans. They're gonna get it and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. See, they're all gonna get judged. And we can't wait for that. That we have to wait, obviously. You know, but that's something that we ultimately look forward to. Matthew 24 and 13. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So again, this is endurance. Okay. We have to hang in there. We got to be in this for the long haul. Every day, every single day. It's something we have to do through the Spirit. We have to live this life. We're not just on camera talking all this and we're back in the world doing all types of crazy shit. No, we live this life. Okay, we are Israelites, and as an Israelite, hey, what does that mean? I'm an Israelite. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm from Chaba Judah, whatever. No, this is something you need to be doing. It's one thing to know it, but you have to live that life and endure it unto the end. Do that. Oh, you live here in America. You got to be an Israelite in America. Okay. But not being over righteous, okay? There's a balance. And you just, basically abhor all abominations, do the best you can. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13, nevertheless we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's where our mind is at. Okay, we waiting for that day, man. And we're going to get Isaiah 60 here in a little bit. Because it's going to show you. Dog, we trying to tell you, man, this is what we're about to obtain is something you can really wrap your mind around. We can to an extent. That's why we preach it so much, because it's like we're so, hyped for it. We like hyped for this. Like, we turned up for it, man. Straight up. Can't wait. Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord Yahweh, keep not silence. And you can't shut us up. We're going to continue to talk about this every single day. You don't like it, you can shut the channel down. You can do, you know, you're going to arrest us. Whatever you're going to do it. It says, and give them no rest till he establish and until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. That's right. So we're going to continue to do this work until he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth, which it is not right now. Matthew 10:22, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Have to endure, baby. It's not just, oh, I'm on Saturdays, go out there and do that, and then do the rest of the week. You're not even thinking about the Lord. No, we have to be on this thing day and night, all day, all night. All right, in the spirit, at the very least. You're not doing the work all day. You're not reading the Bible all day, 24 hours a day reading the Bible. No, you got to sleep. You got to work. You got to do things. Okay, but your spirit is on that certain frequency. Okay, that's basically the Lord's frequency. You're always operating on that frequency. Okay, that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. And then you're doing your works, whatever your works may be. Everybody has a different measure when it comes to the truth. All right, figure out what it is you need to be doing and then fulfill that measure. And then Lord will have mercy on you, possibly even your whole household. We don't know. The point is to please the Lord. All right, to put your best foot forward while we have liberty to do so. Otherwise, it's off with your head. Okay. This is the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit. This is Yahushua's words. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. That's us. Okay? Sighing and crying for all the abominations done in the midst thereof. We're going to inherit the earth because of this. We show true love and integrity to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So the Lord's going to give us the earth. We're going to inherit the earth, and we're going to inherit all these heathen nations. They're going to be ours to do as we will in righteousness. That's right. We're not going to be ruling the earth like Esau, Edom. We're not going to be doing all this wicked shit. No, we're going to do it right. We're going to rule over them in righteousness. We're going to do it according to the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Not all this wicked shit you're doing. Got people, dog, man. I can't stand Esau, bro. He's so wicked, bro. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Verse 6. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Right, that's when we hunger and thirst after righteousness. That's why we're so into this, because it's the only thing that's good on earth right now. Everything else is just tainted. Everything is just effed up, man. So we cleave unto the word. Okay, it's uncorrupted. You can't do nothing to it. We understand it now. You can't take the understanding away from us. The only one that can do that is the Lord. That's why we pray to the Lord, to Psalm 51. Okay, to keep that Holy Spirit on us. And the Lord is doing so, and He's increasing us in the Spirit as we get closer and closer to the end of America, to the end of this era. All right, the Spirit is increasing. You see how it works? The Heavenly Father He's going to do. He's not slack concerning His promise. He's going to give it to us. He's going to bring destruction onto this world. And He's going to save the elect. And we have faith that we're part of that number. We don't know, but we believe we are. Okay? Verse 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of the Most High. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Right, we're persecuted for the things that we speak and do. And you see how cats like Ye and Kyrie, they're getting persecuted for speaking what they're doing. Oh well, hey, they're gonna have to live that. They're gonna have to endure that. Okay, the Lord is He's bringing it on to us as well too, but we're able to endure it. Pursuant to the book of 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter and 13th verse, the Lord's not going to put us through anything that's too much for us. So we're going to hold our integrity, Lord's will. We're going to hold our integrity to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, no matter what He puts us through. Okay? He's not going to put us through something that's going to ultimately destroy us. No. We're going to stand firm for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. So these are the things that happen to us. But again, it can happen to us, but then we can get weak, okay, and soft, and then just go right back into the world. So we have to endure the pain, all right, and the persecution. We have to endure it, because more than likely it's going to get worse. Okay, we know what could potentially happen to us. Are we sitting there focusing on that? No. We're focusing on things of the spirit. Whatever the Lord happens to put us through, he's going to give us the spirit to overcome it. All right, through his spirit. So it's all right. It is what it is at this point. You know, we gotta fulfill our duty here on the earth. Whatever that may be, we have to fulfill it. We still have things to do in this prophecy that still need to be fulfilled before the end comes. All right, so we're willing to do whatever it takes, and we pray to the Lord, because we know how fragile we are. Our spirit, you know, we could potentially just give up. So we ask the Lord to continue to work with us through the Spirit and keep us in the game, because we don't want to lose. We want to win. We have to win. We're gonna win. Isaiah 60. Let's get it. Oh, going the wrong way. Isaiah chapter 60. Let's start at this whole chapter is banging. Let's see, this is start like verse 10, because we could basically read dang near the whole chapter. We'll just start at verse 10. It says, Isaiah 60 verse 10, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I had mercy on thee. Right. So what? It says the strangers and it shall build up our walls, and when we in the kingdom of heaven, they're going to serve us. We're going to be the head. They're going to be the tail. They're going to be serving the Israelites. Right now, Israel is just known for what? Entertainment and cheap labor. We're not really doing anything on the earth. We're good for nothing. We're not out here, you know, we're not doing the goddamn thing. We're just a bunch of music and dancing and, you know, whatever, man. And just here working for the other nations. So we don't really have anything here. But these nations are going to be working for us. And the high-ranking rulers of this world are going to be working for us. They're going to build up our walls. Where's that? Isaiah 49, right? Let me see. I'll find that there. Find that there. I don't remember what verse it is. Let me see if I can find it. It's the swiftness. Okay, this is Isaiah 49 verse 22. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will lift up mine hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders, and kings shall be their nursing fathers, and their queens shall thy nursing mothers. It says, they shall bow down to thee with their faces towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. Because we're going to receive that. Imagine that. You see how, you know, sometimes Israelite camps, you know, we used to do it in the past. All, you know, camps did it at one point or another in the past. Have Esau come up to the camp, tell them, you know, you read that scripture, tell them to kiss your feet and yada, yada, yada. But we don't even do that no more, because we want to wait to the kingdom of heaven. Because the kingdom of heaven is going to be beautiful, because what? We're going to have the main, you know, the elite of this world are going to be doing that. All right, it's going to be righteous. We're going to be in power. Yeah, you're going to have some bug out crackhead Edomite kiss your boots or whatever. That doesn't really give you joy. It doesn't give you any fulfillment. Okay, we want the kings of this earth to do it, and the kings and the queens and the rulers of this world to do it. In order for that to happen, the Lord has to put us in that power. Right now, we're not no power. You can kiss my feet all day. I still got to go back and work for you. You know, so it's not really fulfilling. You know, all these scriptures are dope, man. Isaiah 60, verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. So our gates will be open all the time, because what? The heathen nations are gonna be bringing us their goods, bringing us their daughters, bringing us their gold and silver and all the goods and all the things that they want to give to us, because they're gonna worship us. They're gonna have to. All right. So our gates are gonna be open, continue. They're gonna be able to come. They're gonna mess. They're gonna make war with us. They're gonna be able to do anything to us. We're gonna be fine. All right. Nothing's gonna happen. All right. Even if they want to try something, even if they want to start a coup against the Israelites, the kingdom of heaven, they ain't gonna be able to do that. First of all, most they're not gonna have any weapons. All the weapons are gonna be turned into plowshares and pruning hooks. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing against the men of the Lord in that day. Okay, we're gonna be way too powerful. We're gonna be way out of reach. The hell are you gonna do against the Israelites in that day? You're gonna be worshiping us, and you're gonna want to, and you know they're gonna love doing it. Okay, aside from the so-called white man, the Edomites, the other nations, they're gonna get with it. They get in order very quickly. See, since the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree and the pine tree and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion, the monument of the Holy One of Israel. That's right. Ain't nobody gonna have nothing to say. Everybody's gonna be with it. Everybody's gonna like it. If you don't like it, tough titty. Too bad. We gonna do bad. You gonna start something? You gonna sue me? You gonna sue us? You gonna sue the kingdom of heaven? You gonna do shit. Ain't nobody gonna be able to do anything against us. We're gonna be way too powerful. You keep reading this. You know, read that chapter, man. Isaiah 60 it's so good. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down, because I gotta. I'm gonna go ahead and holler at the brothers. I'm gonna do a virtual class with the brothers in the Tampa Bay. I don't live in Tampa, so I'm kind of far from them. So I'm gonna tune in virtually with the brothers, and Lord's will, we can do that. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And what else are we gonna do, man? What else are we gonna do? And in Lord's will, I'm gonna go live on the Tampa Bay GMS Tampa Bay 12 with the brother Ash. So if you up, tune into that. If the spirit allows it, I'm gonna try to go live with that brother like we do typically every Wednesday. So if you're around, try to tune into that. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who've been ruling and teaching well. And salutations to Yakim out there on the four corners of the globe. Hey, shalom, peace.